Hi everyone. In our earlier video, we looked at the eligibility, list of seats under Punjab, and also the eligibility for Punjab government institute seats and private institute seats on a broad basis. In this video, we'll look at the eligibility. We'll start looking at the eligibility institute-wise for Punjab. Like we said, we have divided this video into 5 different parts. Since each institute has separate category of seats and each institute has separate eligibility criteria for each of these category of seats. In part 1, we'll be looking at the government institute seats, and in the next videos, in each part will be in a separate video, you will be able to see the eligibility for the other private institute seats. We'll look at government institute seats first. There is a broad level in eligibility for government institute seats. The candidate should be an institutional preference candidate. Basically, the candidate should be an MBBS from BF-UHS. Now, if the candidate is not an MBBS from BF-UHS, we'll come to that later. But if you are an MBBS from BF-UHS, only then you are eligible for institutional preference for all the seats under the government quota in Punjab. What are the seats? 50% of the seats under any government institute would be under the state quota. Out of these, 50% come under institutional preference, and the rest 50% come under SC, ST, EWS or PWD reservation criteria. Who is eligible for institutional preference? Any candidate who has passed MBBS from BF-UHS is eligible for institutional preference. Now, this means even if you are not a domicile of Punjab, you are eligible for this set of IP seats under government institutes. Who is eligible for the rest of the seats which are categorized under these categories of SC, ST, EWS or PWD? For SC, ST, EWS, Punjab domicile candidates who have passed MBBS from BF-UHS are eligible. But as far as PWD is concerned, any IP candidate, any candidate who has done MBBS from BF-UHS, even if from a different domicile, whose PWD is eligible, the certificate that needs to be provided is from the benchmark, from the designated centers where benchmark disability certificate is provided. But you should have to be an MBBS from BF-UHS. So where is the domicile criteria is here? SC, ST, EWS seats within government institutes, only Punjab domicile candidates who have done MBBS from BF-UHS are eligible. There is a small criteria here as far as any institutional preference seats in any institute goes, which is also applies to government institutes. That is, in case candidates are not available under institutional preference, let's say here, or under SC institutional preference here, candidates who have done MBBS from another university in Punjab are eligible. Let us say there is no ST candidate, an ST seat is available, but no candidate who has done MBBS from BF-UHS has opted for that ST seat in Punjab Counseling. Then those who have done under Adesh or SGRD may not exist now, but Adesh may be eligible for these set of seats if they are ST and domicile of Punjab. That is what this means. In addition, all these seats, both these categories, Punjab PCMS candidates are eligible, this category directly and this category if they are belong to SC/ST candidates from SC/ST EWS candidates and they are part of Punjab domicile. Now this explains the eligibility for government institutes. Hope we have been very clear. Any queries, please comment. We will be able to share information and clarify your doubts. Thank you for watching. We will clearly explain the eligibility criteria for the other set of institutes as well as we move forward.